These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The beat majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White.
Yo, what's up, dough chasers? This is your host, Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. And I want to thank you all for watching Dough Chaser TV. As you come in, let me know who you are and where you're from. But before we go any further, the last couple of weeks actually, we've been having audio issues. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, give me a 1 if my microphone is at a good level. Give me a 2 if it's too loud. I need that feedback. Please help me out. As you come in on IG, let me know who you are and where you're from. Tonight, we're going to be talking about 5 things dough chasers don't do. And I know what some of you are thinking, Jason, what is a dough chaser? A dough chaser is someone who is seeking a financial advantage and also improving their finances. If you are doing that, my friend, you are a dough chaser. But as we move forward, it's good to understand what we don't do. A lot of people are, trying to get on this mentality, but when it comes to actually implementing it into their lifestyle, some people are making bad decisions. And I just want to make sure that you all understand that dough chasers don't do certain things, right? So we got Carrie Ann from Massachusetts. We got Wreck-It Ralph 25. Love that movie, by the way. From Cleveland. Let me see. Okay.
Kaya, Maryland.
We got Kaya from Maryland. There we go. Jarrell, how you doing? He said, best intro in the game. Hey, I'm feeling it. I appreciate that. We got Rick Snyder from Kazoo, Michigan. How you doing, Rick? And now, is this this ain't the governor, is it? I'm just playing. We got Ryan Queen from Baltimore. How you doing? Tonight we are talking about 5 things dough chasers don't do. And for those of you who are just now joining us, a dough chaser is someone who is seeking to improve their finances and also a financial advantage. If you are someone who are doing those things, my friend, you are a dough chaser. Okay, so let's dive into it. Now, a lot of you don't see this, but I got 2 people sitting to the left of me right now. And we were in our conference room. And one of the things that we were trying to do was come up with an exclusive list that you won't find anywhere else, that's going to basically put you on the right path to living out the true definition of a dough chaser. Okay? So I want to thank my guys to the left of me. Thank you. I appreciate that. And hopefully the information I'm going to share with you all who are watching this show right now is helpful. Okay? So the first thing dough chasers don't do, and we talk about this a lot on Dough Chaser TV actually, is dough chasers don't fail to plan. We don't. We plan out everything. Why do we do that? Because we want our success to be intentional. When it comes to reaching a certain level in your life, you don't want to leave that up to chance. You want to be intentional, and every action that you implement is purposeful, right? And those who fail to plan, what do? They plan to fail, right? So dough chasers, we don't fail to plan. We plan out everything. And one of the key things that when it comes to planning everything is we plan our finances. And the biggest tool when it comes to planning your finances is what? A lot of you don't like this, but it's a budget, okay? And if you are not creating a budget for yourself, if you're not following a specific plan that outlines your income, your expenses that are according to your actual goal, you're not living intentionally, my friend. And that's one thing that we don't do. There's no such thing as being successful by accident. Those are called one-hit wonders. One-hit wonders. Let me get a one-hit wonder.
We don't want that.
Let me, what's a one-hit wonder, for example? Hey, if you are watching this show, give me an example of a one-hit wonder, and I will share with you someone who is not a dough chaser. What's the all gold everything? What's that song? All gold everything. One hit wonder. Okay, we got one on IG. Party like a rock star, one hit wonder. You know, the dough chaser mentality. This is repeatable actions so that we can continue to live out this lifestyle. Ryan said, "True." So, give me some examples of some one hit wonders, and I'll give you examples of non dough chasers. My man said, Kia, my neck, my back. Yes. Oh, come on, Roderick. Okay, yeah, Roderick said Migos. I don't agree with the Migos, but Trinidad James, yes, all gold, everything. I don't forget how that song went, but Trinidad James, you don't remember that?
It wasn't that, yeah.
Yeah, he's not a dough chaser. That is being successful by accident. Designer.
That Timmy Turner saved him.
Yeah, Timmy Turner did save him. I will give him that. Timmy Turner did save him. Give me some more examples of one hit wonders. It's hard because we forget about these people. Like they fade to the black. My man coming up with a bunch of them. I'm Too Sexy by Right Side Fred. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my. Okay, I got you. My man said Flow Rider, apple bottom jeans. Now Flow Rider, he's staying around. He's staying around. I'll give him the dough chaser mentality.
He's a dough chaser.
He has a niche for sure. My man said Twister. Twister, he had a good run. Twister had a good run. My man said Ice Baby. Definitely one hit wonder. Whoever made Laffy Taffy. You know, I didn't like their music, but that was called, I think their group was called D4L. And they actually had, you know, a niche. My man said Terror Squad. Lean back, come on, man. They what was it? Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Yeah, come on.
At least 2 hits.
Come on. Okay. Big timers. Come on, man. Big timers. They were killing the game. Man, y'all need to give me some real examples. I need some real examples.
Do it on IG.
What was that? Okay, let me see.
Very well.
Macarena. Hey, that's a classic though. But yeah, hey, Macarena. Right.
They came and went.
Yeah, they came and went.
Grand opening, grand.
She said lean back. Definitely. What's up, Audrey? How you doing? So yeah, one hit wonders, people who are not intentional. They didn't have a plan for themselves. They just made one song and faded to the black, right? And when it comes to being a dough chaser, you have to be intentional. You have to have a plan for your life, and you have to have a way to execute that. And having a budget for yourself, having that financial plan for your money will definitely put you on the right path to living out the true mentality. Afro Man, Shine got locked up. Anyway, who let the dogs out? Okay, I appreciate the examples. I appreciate that. So the second thing dough chasers don't do is we refuse to compete with the Joneses. Okay, let me say that again because that didn't come out right. We refuse to compete with the Joneses. Okay? We refuse to copycat what other people are doing with their money. Copycat what other people are doing with their financial decisions, right? By us having a plan for ourselves, instead of us actually saying, hey, you know what? My man just got a new car. I feel like I should get a new car. That's not the dough chaser mentality, because that's only going to lead you to financial ruin. You know, you living out somebody else's lifestyle and you're not making that kind of lifestyle money, you're going to basically force yourself to live paycheck to paycheck. And it's not about that. We actually have a reference for this. If anyone can share this reference, okay, this is a lyric by Kanye in his song All Falls Down. He has a reference to competing with the Joneses. If anyone can share that, I'm going to send you a free t-shirt. You get your t-shirt? Go get it for me. If you can get the reference that I'm speaking of, I'm going to send you a free t-shirt. I'm not going to tell you the lyric, but he has a lyric that basically references living and competing with people and Keeping Up with the Joneses. And if you get this lyric right, if you can pinpoint this lyric, I'm going to send you a Dough Chaser t-shirt. Okay? So the first person to get that, we're going to send you a Dough Chaser t-shirt. I'm going to just hold it for a minute. Okay? Anyway, Dough Chasers, we don't compete with the Joneses. Doing so will cause you to live paycheck to paycheck because you're ultimately living out someone else's lifestyle. And at the end of the day, you have to live your own wages. And Dough Chasers, we don't, do what other people are doing. We do what we want to do. Rick Snyder named her daughter Alexis. Close, but not exactly.
You're real close.
Y'all getting close. Getting close. Okay, I no cheating either. Somebody's about to go to the lyric.com. But yeah, we do not compete with the Joneses. I wouldn't know he's a Republican. Oh, we got political.
Cool.
It's all good. But yeah, so if you can name that reference that we're talking about by Kanye, All Falls Down, you will win yourself a free t-shirt. John, I have no idea. I have no idea. So the third thing, let me see, basically spending your money and investing to look better. I don't understand what you're saying, Roderick. If you can, restate that for me.
Carrion got it.
Carrion on IG said, I spent $100 on this just to be like, you ain't up on this. Hey, she won.
Yeah.
That's the lyric we're talking about.
She do us every week too.
So Carrion, send me a direct message, and send me an email, and then we'll coordinate me sending you this t-shirt. But basically, the lyric is, I spent $100 on this just to be like, boop, you ain't up on this. That's competing with the Joneses. That's one thing we do not do. But yeah, Carrion, you won yourself a free t-shirt. Direct message me and your email address, and then we'll coordinate me sending you the t-shirt. But yeah, thank you for sharing that. Appreciate that. Okay, so the third thing that Dough Chasers do not do is we do not treat our money as the goal. I'll say that again. We do not treat our money as the goal. Jason, what do you mean by that? Treat your money as the goal. We don't live just to say, hey, I make $25 an hour. Hey, I make $30 an hour. Hey, I make $75,000 a year. Hey, I work for this paycheck. We do not live for that. We live for what this paycheck can do for me and my family and my community. So a lot of people are living for the paycheck instead of living for what the paycheck can create for them. I'm gonna say this again. A lot of people are living for the paycheck instead of using the paycheck to create a living. There we go. That's better. I don't know how I messed that one up. A lot of people are living for a paycheck instead of using that paycheck to create a living. It's a different mindset, right? So instead of you living to say, hey, I make this an hour, or hey, I make this amount of money. Yeah, that's cool and all, but what are you doing with that? What are you doing with that? How is that helping you, helping your community, helping your family? Dough Chasers, we don't do that. Again, we're looking for financial improvement and gaining an advantage, okay? Us making $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $1 million a year, yeah, that's cool, but what are you doing with that money? How are you helping other people? How are you helping your family? So instead of us using money as the goal, we're treating money as a tool. We're using money to expand our lives, to uplift our communities, to take our family to the next level, create generational wealth, right? So what are you doing with your money? Are you using your money as the goal, or are you using your money as a tool? And a lot of people who miss the first point who fail to plan, because you fail to plan your expenses, you fail to plan your financial future, what do you think you're doing with your money? If you're not planning out your finances, your money isn't being used as a tool. I can tell you that. You're playing yourself. Dough chasers, we don't do that. So if you're tired of playing yourself, get a plan for your money. Begin to think about your future and how you want to live your life. Think about what you want to do for your community. Be intentional with your dollars. Have a purpose. Give that dollar a purpose. And align that with your financial plan. And then use that money as a tool and not the goal. You got me? 4. Dough chasers, we don't procrastinate. We don't leave our financial future, our future, we don't leave that up to chance. We don't wait until the last minute to execute on our dreams. And one reason we don't do this is we remember where we came from. When you remember where you come from, that should be inspiring enough to help you, motivational enough to help you to continue to move forward. And a lot of people, they forget where they come from, and they forget that, I can actually fall back to this place. So instead of you waiting to the last minute, instead of you prolonging whatever it is that you need to work on to take your finances to the next level, we get to work. Otherwise, the chance of us falling back into that old way, that old lifestyle, the place that we don't want to go back to, if we fail to act on our dreams, the likelihood of that happening is a lot higher. Dough chasers never settle. We don't get complacent. We always expand our dreams. I accomplished something, now I need to go to the next thing. Instead of saying, hey, I accomplished this, I'm going to take a 2-month break and get back to it whenever I feel like it. We don't do that. And if you're doing that, you're playing yourself. Let me see. Roderick said, a friend once told me he isn't going to let his money sit in the bank and air conditioning while he is in the sun breaking his back. His money got to work too. I feel you on that. Use that money as a tool, not the goal. I feel you on that, Roderick. Thanks for sharing. As you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. We're talking about 5 things dough chasers don't do. So far, we have talked about dough chasers don't fail to plan. Dough chasers don't compete with the Joneses. Dough chasers don't treat their money as the goal. And dough chasers don't procrastinate. Lastly, dough chasers don't spend their rent money at the club. A lot of y'all stunting. What I mean by that, a lot of you are putting your priorities on the back burner just to look sweet, just to look like you got it. Dough chasers, we put our priorities first. We work on what's important first. We take care of what's important first. Then we go have fun. Dough chasers, we pay ourselves first. A lot of y'all playing yourselves. Y'all spending y'all rent money at the club. And then getting upset with the landlord because you ain't got it this week. Calling him greedy. You didn't say that Thursday night. Okay. So we got a comment. After a while, you get tired of hustling, working 2 jobs. You get burned out. I feel you on that. Nobody wants to work 2 jobs for nothing. So my question to you is, do you have a plan for your money? Or are you working just to maintain where you are? Are you settling? Is your finances aligned to your goals? Answer that question for me. Frank said, I can't do it, Jay. A lot of people are. And a lot of people, they'll stunt, spend their rent money at the club, and then force themselves to continue to live paycheck to paycheck. And it's not even, specifically spending their rent money at the club. For example, they'll buy expensive phones, they'll get the new iPhone, and they won't save any money in their emergency fund. But be looking sweet though. Hey man, I got this new Apple Watch, but I can't pay the phone bill to keep it on. I got the new J's, bro, but I ain't got no whip. Yeah. So we got some comments on Instagram. She said, what is that? Webley Alfred? Landlord got her priorities straight. Exactly. Take care of business first. Ryan's Queen 82, mortgage payment first. Exactly. Take care of your priorities first, then go have some fun. But yeah, to the comment about hustling, working 2 jobs, I understand that you got to do what you got to do. However, are your finances, are they reflecting your tiredness? And what I mean by that is you're working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. But let's look at your budget. What kind of expenses do you have for yourself? Do you have cable? Do you have 3 phone bills? Do you spend $300 on takeout? If you eliminated some of these areas in your life and acted your wage, per se, maybe you wouldn't have to work these extra jobs. You can use that money to build a savings account. You can use that extra money to invest in yourself and build a side hustle. Build more income for yourself. Make an investment. The thing is, because we don't understand that sometimes we're not supposed to have everything that everybody else has, we get stuck in what society tells us, and now we're working 2 jobs just to maintain things that we're not even using. I got cable right now, and the only reason I got cable is because my wife enjoys it. Baby, if you're watching this, I love you. But if it wasn't for her, I swear to the Lord above, that will be cut.
Cut that cord.
Because I'm not using it. And a lot of people have these expensive bills that they're not even maximizing. Like, I don't need to watch these shows. Let me get my internet. Let me get a $10 Hulu package, and we straight. But people aren't willing to make that. They're not willing to make that sacrifice. No, Jay, I gotta have my satellite. I remember I was working with a client. They were about to file bankruptcy. I'm like, man, you need to get rid of some of these bills, bro. I can't get rid of my NBA package. I'm like, bro, you about to file bankruptcy. You can't afford it. And people are not willing to keep it real. You got to keep it real with yourself. Otherwise, you're going to continue to live a lie. You got to keep it real with yourself. Otherwise, you will continue to live a lie. What we got? Jarrell King, that's real. That's why I'm in your program. I needed to stop playing and get it done. You know what, Jarrell? I appreciate that. We're going to share that. Keep that out. Jarrell, I appreciate you sharing that. Ryan Queen, cable is a waste of money. Carrying very true. Roderick, a lot of people working 2 jobs, 80 plus hours per week, but won't take the risk to do it for themselves. Yeah, it's tough. And I think you just got to get fed up. You got to get fed up, and you got to remember why you were fed up. And if you are one of these people where you are suffering from these 5 things, you find yourself failing to plan, you find yourself competing with the Joneses, you find yourself treating your money as the goal, you find yourself procrastinating, and you find yourself spending your rent money at the club, you got it all the way wrong, brother and sister.
Another one of our clients on YouTube.
Let me see. Jonathan Walden on YouTube. Hello from Georgia. I'm working with Mrs. Holmes. Dropped 21 inquiries in 3 weeks. Gained 12 points across the board. And dropped debt ratio to 17%. Cut $300 out of my budget. That's what I'm talking about. That's the sacrifice we're talking about. Thanks for sharing, John. For those of you who don't know, Letitia Holmes is one of our team leaders here at the office, helping a lot of people get an understanding of their true goals and helping them align those goals with their credit and finances. So appreciate you sharing that, John. And that's what it takes. It takes some kind of sacrifice. I say this all the time. A sacrifice will need to be made for what you want. Otherwise, what you want will be the sacrifice.
Mic drop.
I love y'all. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Carrie-Ann, make sure you send me that email so I can get you out your T-shirt because she was the one who answered our Kanye West reference. I know some of y'all are not messing with Kanye, but hey, he did make good music. Frank, I don't have an answer regarding velocity banking. Do some research, see what that's all about. But I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. Again, if you are someone who is looking to learn more about our program, we offer financial coaching, credit repair services. We have our credit repair service, which is called the 700 Club, and financial coaching, which is included in Transcend Financial Academy. If you are someone who is interested in learning more about either one of those programs, feel free to reach out to us. You can visit our website, the 700 Club, creditrepair.com. You can send me a message on IG, send me a direct message, and I'll give you more information on those programs. YouTube, Facebook, I will provide links to each of those programs. The 700 Club, creditrepair.com, and also Transcend Financial Academy. I will provide information in the comment areas regarding those two programs. Take a look at that information. Very affordable. A lot of insightful information to help you guys and gals transcend financially. And at the end of the day, it's all about obtaining the dough chaser mentality so that you can transcend financially. Again, my name is Jason White. I want to thank you all for your time. I'm out. Peace.
Very last comment, dude says, heard what you said. Will